Sparks in the back of the front. Or is that him over there?
Hmm? Yeah, it looks like
it's a Spark?
Looks like it.
You know it's good when the fucking the paint on their sign is faded off. You know they've been around for a while.
And they have a hot sauce in here.
Oh, yeah?
They got Caribbean too.
Is this the wall of China? Is that the wall of China?
It is the wall.
How was the wrestling yesterday?
Oh, China looks like.
Gonna eat some
What
spicy
does the
food.
wall of China look like?
Gold first?
Made me order a jerk pork for the table.
Lamb curry,
Yeah, just with olives.
So just send them these two
And then a jerk pork for the table as well, brother.
This is gonna be spicy as fuck. I already know it.
No, it isn't.
No?
It isn't. What you need to do.
No, I'm not doing that. Nope. I'm bringing an extra shirt.
This is my Awas board.
I'll start sweating on every pore. What do you think, Rocky?
You like warned us about that.
This? Yeah, we got a warning on that one. Like this?
Eat that all up.
You're disgusting.
Primo.
No, I'm good, man. I'm waiting for the.
Oh my God.
Are we still gonna be late? We're supposed to be at.
I'm still eating. 47 minutes later.
We're supposed to be there at 3:15. We had a little pit stop. So yeah, we're gonna be a little late. This is bro, that's fantastic. It's goat curry. Yeah, goat curry, bro. Bro, we're in a Chinese Caribbean spot. Absolutely out of this world. We're on our way though. We'll be there by 3:30. Stay tuned.
That's why he was talking. I'm like, why are you talking like this to me, bro?
No, fucking to the camera, bro.
To the camera.
We're vlogging right now, bro.
You got a hand.
Way too spicy. Literally don't have to eat for 3 days. And this is my one water bottle for a week, so we're good. You get in a bitch.
Do a break. You came to jack the whip, bro.
Yeah, I like it. You like that shit? Primo? Nick. Nice to meet you, bro. What's going on? Nice to meet you, bro. Primo. Pleasure to meet you. Nick. You guys want to take it for a ride?
Yeah, you guys can take it while we're doing it.
Fucking might as well, bro. That shit fucking.
We could do a couple. We were already hitting it, bro. Sport mode and fucking. What's going on, bro?
There he is.
How we doing?
How you doing, brother? Nick, pleasure to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you, bro.
What's up, man? Nick.
Yeah, you guys
want to whip it around?
You want to whip it after? Later,
Yeah, we can do it after. We already had the cops get called on us. We had it for 10 minutes. This dude comes up and was like, yo, I heard you guys were doing 80 miles an hour around this circle. I'm like, nah, bro, that wasn't us. He's like, all right, I'll let you go. Like, there are people already calling the cops just for that.
That wasn't us, man.
Yeah, no, not us, bro. It was those breakers guys.
All right, let's go.
This guy.
Yeah.
Fucking nice.
Come on, champ.
Thanks for having us, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Tommaso already?
Oh my god.
Let's go, hop in. We're already rolling.
Give a round of applause! Stand up! We got Gamebred over fucking building. Come on, man!
Let's go.
And how'd you get started?
Yeah, let's start there.
I want to know that.
When I started seeing the UFC cards come out with tops, it was the first time I was like, wow, they finally got like fighting cards. This was maybe, I don't know, I want to say like 5-6 years ago, and then Panini came over and just took over, and I was like, man, these cards are sick. Then I started finding out there's a market for this. There's a lot of people that are just, I thought it was just me. No, there's a whole mess of people that are like this. So we talked to Panini. It took a while, like 8-9 months, till we got that official connection, and we were able to become a distributor for them. And then from there, it's just been rolling, you know. And man, I about this sport, I literally know everything, right? So I'm like, I have to be all in on this sport and just absorb it, you know. And then the whole trading card culture, it's like the coolest crap ever.
It's the biggest community ever.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
It's a tight-knit community. It's dope, you know, because I could, you know, let's say Valentina, I could spot Tally, right? So I could spot Valentina. She's going to be a champ 4 or 5 years from now.
Buy him up.
You hold it.
Slap goes up.
We gotta talk after.
DR, I went there, so it was like a mix of Survivor and like Ninja Warrior. So they took all your basic needs away. So no phone, no contact to your family, no TV, no music, no food if you lost. and shitty housing if you lost. So they like took all your bare necessities away and you literally had to compete. But it's a team of 10 and 10, right?
Okay.
So it's us 10 against their best 10 in different things, you know. So a good majority of the time we were just losing. We were getting our butts kicked, though. Like the talent was on this side because we had like Olympians, like 4 or 5 Olympians. Just the other kids were like better at their game, had adapted to it, and were beating us up in the beginning. So the beginning we had like no access to our families, no phones at all because we were just losing so much, you know. And in that I got to spend a lot of time by myself constantly because there's no music, right, that influence me when I wake up. There's no phone call from somebody like, hey, today 10 p.m. we got to do this. It was just like me on my own, you know. Somebody called me, hey, I got a flat tire, can you help me out? That wasn't happening. I was just waking up every day with my own thoughts, my own brain to process what I wanted to do, and what constantly kept coming up is like, man, I still want to fight. When I'm done with this, I want to fight. I got a lot of things to change. I wrote down a lot of things. At this point I had 16 years of fighting professionally, so I had that much data to look at and be like, what's worked, what's not worked, what needs to go away, what needs to stay, and that's what I did. I just reverse engineered for like 3-4 months while I was out there in these jungles, all day sports, and then I'd come back home. You know, not home, but to the places we were at and just chill out. Maybe spend some time with my teammates and then go out in the jungle, just do my thing and get the plan. Like, what works, what doesn't. And then I kept doing that. And then when I came back, I had a little formula that I had written out, and it worked to a T, you know?
That's resurrection. What was the grand prize on a show like that?
The grand prize, I want to say, I think it was $200,000.
Split?
No, there could only be one.
Holy
For
crap.
both teams. So every Sunday was an elimination, and I lasted 13 weeks. So I was like 2 weeks away from being in the final.
Oh, wow!
And I never played basketball, football, baseball, any of these things. And so at first it's like an obstacle course, like a Ninja Warrior type course where you have to be fast, which is something else I never did in my life. So these gymnasts and like parkour guys be smoking me at first. I'm like, holy smokes, these guys are lightning fast. I've never had to do things like that. You know, I could run, I could cut on the angle, but like to jump over an obstacle, it's like 6 feet tall, then roll, and then go in the trenches. All these different things were like new tools that I had to learn, you know. And then when you get to the end, and you just did like 2 minutes of running all out, you'll get to the end, and there'll be like 3 nets, right? And then you'll have like 3 balls, and whoever makes 20 points first wins, you know. And that's how it would be. And then the next obstacle might be you have axes, little axes, and you have a bullseye. And you're throwing the axe at the bullseye. Boom, okay, this guy got it next, you know, and so on and so on and so on.
Wow.
So it was like a super cool show. I learned a lot of new tools that I never had. I learned to use like another part of my brain.
Yeah,
I never had
that's
that.
like so primal.
Yeah,
it's like a caveman.
Yeah.
I
feel like I need that in my life.
Running around, I would take that shit too.
Literally eating coconuts. That's why I got this coconut here. Eating coconuts was the
go.
diet like every day because they just don't feed you. If you lost, it's like, okay, you don't get fed. You get water and rice. That was literally it, you know?
Damn.
So it was like that, and for me, it's like, this is the best ever because these guys are going to break mentally. I'm used to this lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
No heat, no sweat, you know? But to a lot of these other guys, coconut and rice and water was like, it was breaking me. So these good athletes were starting to break, and I was starting to slowly but surely. I was up for elimination like 4 or 5 times, and I won every time. And I kept just somehow everybody's like, oh, he's gonna get out this week, because I was literally like one of the worst. But when it would come to elimination, somehow, somewhere, I'd win and keep winning.
Just a winner.
What was the one that ended up fucking you?
Well, what happened? I escaped. I was at the show. No one had ever escaped in this reality show. I escaped.
What? You ran away?
That's a good story.
You ran away?
I want to hear it.
Yeah. What happens is when I go to sign the contract with them, I see a clause that's like, we could extend it up to 3 months more if the ratings are good. And I'm like, okay, that's cool now, but my daughter's birthday is October 6th. I need to be back for that day, and then I can do whatever. And then I'll come here for that day, and you go. I've never missed a daughter's birthday. I'm not about to. They're like, yeah, sure, not a problem. Get it all done. When I'm over there, it's like September, and I'm asking them, like, hey, October 6th, I got to go back, you know. And they're like, yeah, we're going to get back to you. It's like now the middle of September, and I still haven't had word. And I'm like, man, I don't really like this. And all of a sudden, they got a game where the winners, 2 winners, will get to go see their kids. I'm like, these motherfuckers.
Wow.
And at the time, there's 8 competitors on this side. So we started out with 10, so it was maybe down to like 7 or 8 of us on this team, 7, 8 on that team. So we're talking 2 out of 14 are going to get to go. I'm already like, man, you know. And I ended up bombing on the thing because at the end of it, which I was never good at, you had to build like these puzzles, which I was horrible at. Like all these pieces are mixed up. You just run a sprint for 3 minutes as hard as you could, and now your blood's pumping, and you got to build these puzzles. And I bombed out. Everybody murdered me on that one. So I lost the thing. So I said, man, F these guys. I'm just gonna take off, bro. And then I'll come back, you know, and that's just what I did. I took off for about like 18 hours.
Wait. How did you escape though? Like, what's the escape route?
So you have no phone, right?
No phone, no
like
horn,
a prison
no nothing.
escape.
You know?
Yeah.
Yo, that's crazy.
They had us in a mountain. There was like about like half a mile high, and then they had like 2 stages to it. They had the front initial stage is security guards with guns. The guys with the guns weren't for us necessarily, just, you know,
To protect you.
to protect us and stuff. And then like 2-3 guys with like bikes in there chilling, you know, if anything happens. Then at the top level where we were at, we had another 2 guys that were just all day long cover about 3 acres and change of property that we're in with like mountains and stuff. And every day I would go to the mountains or the jungles to escape, so they knew that we weren't allowed to, but they knew I was coming back for the most part because I would always do it. I'd take off an hour or 2 and come back. And they knew that if they confined me too much, there's going to be a problem, you know. Plus, what security guard's going to tell me something?
Wow.
So I'm like, I'm going up there always in the mountain, just chilling, doing my thing. And on that day, I'm like, man, I'm getting out of here. So security guards mess up, and they leave the bike there with the key in it, and they go off.
Oh, no way.
So I go running to the bike, and I turn it on, and for some reason, I can't get it in gear. Like, I'm putting it in first, and it like dies down. I'm like, I know how to ride bikes. What the hell's wrong with this thing? Maybe the clutch is messed up. And before I know it, they're coming up on me already. So I get off the bike. I'm like, man, keep the bike. He's like, bro, you're going to get me fired. I'm like, man, F you guys, bro. So I go into the house. I put some sweatpants on because I already had, like, we were at another location for 5 weeks, and then we were at this location for about 4 weeks. So I already had 4 weeks of how to get up and coming down, and I had seen this whole mountain. And I had tried to escape. This was like my 15th attempt of trying to escape. So they had all failed miserably. I'd always, eventually, somehow, someway, they got me. So I figured out a good plan. I went to the top of this mountain, the very, very top, that it would take like a 20-minute hike to get up there. And then on the other side, it was jungle life, like dense jungle, like bushes, snakes, spiders, everything. So I put like sweatpants on, rash guard on, hat, put like a shirt wrapped around my neck, had my machete, and I just went to work, just chopped for like 3 hours from this top of this mountain all the way here until I found this road. The only problem with this road is that while my team was there, which my team was Team USA, there was also Team Brazil, Team Venezuela, like 7 different countries are there, and this city's not that populated, right? So I would see these vans passing by, and they were the company that we were working. So if anyone saw me crossing the road, they'd call me and like immediately. So it's broad daylight. I have to wait for no cars. This is like a 8-foot fence, and it's barbed wire at the top, and it's like the loosey-goosey ones, you know?
Yeah.
And I can't like rip it off because on the bottom it's like concrete, but it's like a loosey-goosey that you step on, it's like going everywhere. So I like throw my shirt over the barbed wire, somehow get over it, get my arm cut, fall to the ground, run across a gas station, and right when I get to the gas station, there's a guy that works for the show pumping gas. He's like, Masvidal. And I'm like, holy smokes. And I go, hey, what's up? He goes, what are you doing here? I go, no, I'm here with so-and-so. She's pumping some gas. Where is she? Oh, she's inside in the bathroom. I'll be right back. So I run inside the bathroom. I immediately see, as soon as I get in, I like duck into the